welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails Beyond the Horizon. Where last time we picked up Jorda here, who asked us to just accompany us for today. And
let's do a search.
Basically we're finished with Old Town, right? No?
Now where?
Just looked at the recording of last episode and they said with Jorda you can better find Grim Shards, so I wanted to take a super quick look around. Let's go to Riverside. Oh, look who it is.
I apologize for calling you so late. Is now a good time to talk?
Sure, no problem. Work just wrapped up for the day. Much appreciated. I'd like to follow up on the matter we previously discussed. The team in charge of a garden project, the Crossbow branch of the Epstein Foundation, contacted me. It seems they have successfully secured a route of attack into the second domain of a Grim Garden. That was fast, though I guess it's only natural with a pair of geniuses on staff. Oh, you really are well informed. You don't appear to have anyone else present, and we're in no particular hurry. So you're welcome to address this at whatever time is convenient for you and your group from tomorrow onward. Of course, if you're busy and need to deprioritize, that's perfectly fine too. Well, I'd like to show a couple people around the place, so we might actually get to it tonight. Kinda busy at the moment though. Give you a ring if things line up. Acknowledged. Then, if you excuse...
Hey, Aldi! Where's that Cypher Standard Communication Unit again?
Mint.
I just want to give the default settings a quick check before we touch down.
It's, actually, could this wait a moment? I'm in the middle of a call right now.
Oops, sorry. I'll just bug someone else about it. Hey, Crow!
I don't recognize that voice, but I think we can piece the situation together. Well, I have to ask that you refrain from prying too deeply. In any event, please get in touch if you decide to take on the garden. Goodbye for now. Oh boy, things must be pretty hectic over there. Pretty sure that was an aircraft engine I heard. Now that they're making their way on site right now. Stuff's probably about to go down here too, but I ought to squeeze in some virtual reality work when I can. Should be able to access this from any of those remote portals out and about. Riverside. Not smelling anything particularly off, but let's do a quick sweep anyway. If the scent's cold here, then what's the point? It looks like a total waste of time to me. Call it cliché, but leads can slip through the tiniest of cracks. And even if none turn up, I've got a friendly face in the neighborhood. Won't hurt to drop by. For what, a social call? Doesn't really do your whole tough as nails shtick any favors. On a separate note, this district's portal is over that way. Might be a good idea to take care of it while making our rounds. Grim Garden's second domain has been unlocked. The second domain must be completed during the current patrol. No 4 SPGs or attention-grabbing posts. Wait, what's this? A piece of paper that reads missing Pokey. Back as a Pokey. Adios knows it's too little to go off even for me. But all I can tell is that someone is looking for something. Doesn't seem all that important, but we can still keep a bit in the back of our heads. Huh. So even give barebones scraps like these the time of day? More or less, anyway, it about covers things here.
Oh, they're so cute. I can't take it.
Oh, it's that idol group I keep hearing about. Huh. They're not so bad.
Huh. Wouldn't think it was your kind of thing. Want to stick around and watch a bit?
So this is the fabled idol culture, eh? I hadn't expected it to be quite so captivating.
Who's the old graybeard here? Ah, it's closer eastern, if that's any clue.
The vocal quality and choreography on display is above par, and their enthusiasm shines through. But I detect a trace of uncertainty within them. You sense it too, don't you, young man?
Yeah, comes with the territory when you're newly established. I hear they made a hell of a splash with their debut. Their sights are set on collabing with the space program. Also, there's some intra-agency discord, but they're hanging in there from the looks of it.
I see. Put another way, their stars alight with vim and vigor, yet dimmed by inner strife and self-doubt. How fascinating. For them, this is but a page in the chapter of life entitled Youth.
Yeah, I thought he was a wise old guru, but he's just some crusty weirdo hopping on a bandwagon. Definitely feels that way, but I don't think we can judge this book by its cover. Man's got his guard up.
Yeah! Go, go, Vega! Shake it, shake it, shake it!
I stand corrected. Weirdo doesn't even begin to describe him. Yeah, an eccentric in every sense of the word.
Phew, a fine workout. Had I the time, I would have stayed to catch the other idol group's concert as well. Incidentally, young lady, are you looking to become an idol yourself?
I think I'd rather die. I'm guessing you aren't from around here? You're a tourist or something?
That's right. It's been some time since I've last set foot in Calvard. I'll be leaving Edith after this, though. I only visited this venue to keep pace with what all the young people are into these days. I want kids like you to think of me as a hip and with it party grandpa, you see?
Sure, whatever suits your fancy. Suppose Master lets loose in his own way too. Literally no one's going to see you like that, but no harm trying to be younger at heart, I guess. Now that I've seen things to the end, it's time to go. If Kada or Cougar found me, I can't imagine how they'd scold me. Huh. Are those names? Yeah, they sound far eastern to me. Good, but we take proper rounds here next time. The store isn't working well. The store is locked. Okay, then let's take this one. Give something new.
Anything strike your fancy?
Salted shot.
Thanks. Oh, they're so cute. I can't take it.
Does alcohol even taste any good? I figure sweets would be way better.
Yeah, agree with you for the most part. There's some cocktails and liqueurs I'm a fan of, though. Oh no, I see that sparkle in your eye. Don't even think about drinking till you're an adult, okay?
Okay, Dad.
Van, darling, I've been waiting for you.
Yo, Bemodi. Come on in, Van. Always a pleasure to have you. Oh, me, oh my, and this girl is? It's a long story. I know the bar's open, but do me a solid and let it slide. Bemodi, I've heard that name get thrown around before. You're one of Edith's top information brokers, right? Oh, don't tell me you're typical Van, and on top of your already wild ride of a day. Even for you, taking a late-hour walkabout with one of your bitterest enemies from the society is a bit much. Well, that's just the way things shook out. Same goes for us coming here. Figured an in-person meeting wouldn't be a bad idea for either of us. You never know when to mind your own business. And don't think I can see you trying to keep me in check by letting your informant here know my face. Hey, my business being a Spriggan. Let's say I'm minding it just fine. Well, if you have one stamp of approval, then I won't say another word about it. Now that you're acquainted, feel free to make use of my services. If you have anything that needs looking into, my door's always open. I'll even throw in a friend of a friend discount. Thanks, I guess. Alright, that should do it for Riverside. It'll take a bit of backtracking, but our next stop on the list is Station Street. Let's make our way over. Okay. Could take the Grim Portal, but do we want to? I don't think.
Let's do a search.
They Huh? Mox? Come on out, Pokey. Just where did you get off to? What, you worried about her? I think she's looking for something. It's whatever. Just sort of caught my eye. I don't have a habit of sticking my nose into other people's problems. 4SPGs aren't about just randomly helping people, you know? Oh, excuse me, have you seen my Pokey? Well, she's talking to us directly now. Calm down, Granny. What's you looking for exactly? My oh, yes, of course. My apologies, you wouldn't know what Pokey is if I didn't tell you. Pokey's the little kitten I'm raising, but I turned around for 1 second, she disappeared. She's quite scatterbrained. I don't know what I'd do if anything happened to her. A cat, huh? Shall we make it a 4SPG? Huh? It's not unheard of for us to take on these kinds of ordinary requests. And besides, you like cats, don't you? You did pretend to be one after all. You can help her out if you're worried about the kitten. I don't know who you think I am, but I won't deny that I do like cats. I know, it all works out, doesn't it? This can double as a convenient test for my new temp. So that's how it is, Granny. If you're willing to pay, we'd be more than happy to help look for your cat. Oh, you're like an answer to my prayers. I'll happily accept your aid. I'm getting on in years, so it's difficult for me to look around all by my lonesome. Are you available right now? Yeah, we're good to get started. But we need some more details. Can you tell us when and where the cat went missing? Well, you see, I was just carrying Pokey with me on the subway. I'm sure she was with me when I got off, but not long after I noticed she was gone. You were carrying a cat? On the subway? The city doesn't specifically forbid animals in the subway, but normally people keep them in pet carriers. But that's fine, sounds like it got lost in the crowd after it got off the subway, yeah? Why are you looking for it all the way over here? Well, you see, the kitty's quite an airhead. She's always getting into strange places before I know it. Still, the first place she checks is across the river? Is that normal? Guess she's on about the same level as her cat in terms of airheadedness. Alright, I think we got the gist. We'll take a look, including above ground. Can you show me your hand, Granny? Do you mean like this? Just as I thought, looks like a cat left an imprint. Come to think of it, don't cats sweat from the pads of their paws? Could we use a shard search on the footprints left behind by the sweat? Not sure I totally understand, but it sure sounds impressive. Alright then, I'll be waiting for the good news. Based on what the old lady was saying, the cat probably got separated from her on the subway platform. There's a chance it made it outside, so we should probably take a quick peek at some of the places where it might be hiding. Got it. If we don't find anything, then it's onto the platform. Let's get over this.
A job, huh? Roger Dodger. Let's do a search. Let's do a search. Let's do a search.
Search time.
Let's do a search.
Oh, they're so cute.
Let's do a
Take it.
search.
Ooh, this looks like a good fishing spot.
Seeing some paw prints here, but it doesn't look like we belong to our missing cat. Damn. The UMT was my first guess too. Practically a maze of pipes in there.
Check out Eddie's
Let's do a
Deals on
search.
Wheels.
Come on by and eat your fill.
Something's there. Do a shark search.
Paw prints, but not the ones they're looking for. Thanks to God it's for that. Getting myself through those bars would have been a real pain in the ass. Huh, figured a place like this would be Stray Cat Central. It wasn't any of the places you'd think a cat would go, so it's gotta be by the subway. Well, you'd sure think so. Must have gotten spooked when it was separated from its owner, so it would probably hang around for a while. Let's head to the platform and take a look. No paw prints here either. Could it be that she never came out? Yep, this basically confirms it. It's gotta be on this platform. Attention passengers, please be aware of the train at track 1 is returning to the train yard and will be out of service. Looks like there's still a few people around. Probably spooked her. Then off she went to shake in some dark corner. Sure hope she didn't crawl into anything dangerous. Come on, see if we can find her with a start search. Can we please wait regarding this train?
Let's do a search.
Looks like this cat wandered around here.
Planner launched.
Looks like a cat wandered around here for a bit and then went back towards the train. One that was nervous about something. Looks like a cat got back on the train. We gotta grab it before the train leaves the station. Yeah, the cat's probably still hiding, so let's try another short search.
Found it.
There she is. Looks like all the noise scared it back into the train. Glad we were able to track it down. Now let's... Huh? And there it goes. She slipped right by me. Better get her next time. Come on, don't be scared. Not good. It's okay, leave it to me. Just in time. I was worried someone would see us. Gotta say, that's a damn useful power you've got. Very versatile. Depending on how it's used, I bet would be a huge help in my line of work. Can you please not talk about my abilities like the handy tool you found? They're like a part of me. Well, either way, job well done. And the cat's okay? She's shaking a bit, but she doesn't seem hurt. If she's this calm, then I'm sure she isn't injured. Makes sense, but it really does seem awfully calm, huh? If it feels that safe, then it must have gotten close to you quick. Close? To me? So this sort of thing really happens. She can even feel close to someone with hands as bloody as mine. Well, no reason to stick around here any longer. Let's head back. You and the cat will both feel more at ease once we get it back to the owner, right? Pokey, I'm so glad you're safe. Don't you ever run away again like that, you understand? Just wait till we get separated. The cat was still at the subway. Not sure why you didn't start the search there. It's all thanks to you this time. Granny, I can tell you without a doubt that it was the girl and her shadow who saved your cat. Hey, you don't have to give her the details, it's just so annoying. Is that how it is? I ought to thank you for all your hard work, young lady. Here, have a candy. Thanks, it's just me or is this candy kind of weird? Cinnamon candy, huh? It's sort of a bitter treat. It tastes just like it sounds. There's something slightly spicy about it. But that's what brings out the sweetness and cinnamon flavor. I see. I'll consider it something to look forward to then. I'd heard you sometimes get these kind of easy jobs, but didn't really believe it. Just don't forget, I'm still a hard-boiled kind of guy. But you sure look happy to have helped out. I won't deny it. That's that and this, right? Hey, what are you smiling about? Oh, nothing. Guess it means you've passed my test and can enlist as a temporary assistant. It may not be for long, but I'll be counting on you. You're throwing me for a loop here. Well, whatever.
That takes care of that.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Ah, yeah, the Grim Garden.
Let's roll, gang.
I thought Edith was busy enough on my last visit. It doesn't get much quiet at night either. Heavy foot traffic in the later hours is nothing out of the ordinary here, but it does feel like it's moved up a gear these past few weeks. Anyway, let's check the bulletin board and take a turn around the area. Got a few stops I want to make while we're at it too. Fine by me. You do get the position I'm in though, right? Bring me to the wrong place and we both end up in hot water. If you're dead set on it though, I can always just wait outside. Yeah, I get where you're coming from. I'll let you make the calls on that front.
Stock prices are through the roof.
Let's do a search.
Well, that checks out. Nothing much has tipped off my nose tonight. And yet here you are searching every haystack. Again, why do more work for less payoff? Hey, I don't have such a big cat that I think my nose is infallible. And I can't afford to let anything slip me by. So even a quick skim is worth the effort. Well, if that's the way you roll, I won't wreck on it. Wait, on close inspection, there's an ad for a patisserie posted on here. Okay, I get where you're coming from now. Look at you zeroing in on the smallest nuggets right out of the gate. Let's keep on keeping our eyes peeled, yeah? Our sugar fiends gotta look out for each other. Not even bothering to deflect anymore, huh? Guess you have to respect that in a way. Yell. Oh, hey again, man. Well, hey, right back. Fancy seeing you here at this hour. Done writing your article on the play yet? Not even close. There's still oodles of writing left to go. I plan on chipping away at it in a little bit, though, once I'm on the train. Train? Are you headed so late in the day? Well, I have a few interviews lined up in Farbert. So once I finish up some minor business, I'll be taking the night service over. A work trip then. Is it for Sarah and Shahina's homecoming performance by any chance? Oh, you know about that? As a matter of fact, I'm supposed to meet up with them when I... wait. Who's the girl? You can pretend I don't exist, just kick back and talk away. I trust you, Van, but there's something... indecent going on here, isn't there? Is there? You seriously have to ask? She's just a runaway from home case is all. Has me on a bit of a faux SPG. Oh, that explains it. You sure wear a lot of hats, huh? Even Dingo managed to balance being a journalist and information broker for the hitch. No, comparing won't get me anywhere. Just have to pluck away as best I can, Marielle style. Yep, that's your one and only path to catching up with the guy. By the way, about that minor business you mentioned? Oh, there you are, Marielle Amy, right? Hi, I'm Nicole from the Liberal News. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to meet with me. Just who I've been waiting for. We'll see how much we can get through before my train leaves. So Ivan, Nicole here asked for a note-sharing session on our coverage of a space program. Hey, don't let us interrupt. And knock that work trip out of the park, yeah? I'll try. Good luck to you guys, too. Now, Jorda will not go to the Bracer Guild with us. Any bet. Hey, this is definitely out of bounds. Or are you planning to just turn me in? Oh no, the thought never crossed my mind. I was just gonna go over what went down earlier today, but I can put it off till tomorrow. Well, it's not like I'm trying to throw a wrench into your patrols or anything. I'll wait outside, so go ahead already. Sorry, be right back. Hey there, Arkwright. Out on your nightly rounds? Pretty much. Take it Elaine already shared what went down in the Blacklight District? Yes, including the invisible creature as well as what had been left behind. We passed the info along to the police too. Now it's a scramble to find the owners. Far as the creature goes, we double-checked with Alvis and them. And it does seem to be related to the one they saw with you in the afternoon. So you guys came to the same conclusion. This whole deal reeks all over. We wanna scratch each other's back for the time being. You're right. For and former President Rocksmith's visit, we have a variety of murky circumstances. No way someone of his stature would come just to attend plays and galas. My guess is that he met with you all to get a bead on whatever light your underworld connections could shed on the situation. You're probably on the mark there. Not that we didn't get our share of intel in return. Well, compounding the problems just ahead of a rocket launch is hardly beyond expectations. There's no room for negligence in that regard. You ought to be careful making those nightly rounds, the both of you, that is. I should have known you'd catch on. Sensing her is nothing after all the grief she put us through on Nemeth Island. Shouldn't need to worry if you're chaperoning though. Besides, this is what 4 SPGs are for in the first place. Just remember to mind yourself. No introducing minors to the more colorful side of nightlife. What kind of sleaze do you take me for? You done? Yeah, let's move.
You can always count on the bracers.
Probably just... Just want to test it.
You all right there?
I'm fine. Just didn't expect so many people to be out at night.
I can handle any maintenance.
Lots of new plugins, yeah.
Hope to see you again.
Alright.
And toward a new future for Zemurian. It's hotter than Gehenna.
Western Department Store. Might as well have myself another look. Why, you got shopping to do? In a way, speaking of which, just so I have more to work off, can you think of anything you'd be happy to get from someone? Say what? So you need a present for your assistant's birthday? Pretty soft for a guy who tries to act all hard-boiled. Actually, I'd say this fix leans more on the gritty side. Whatever helps you sleep at night. And going back to your question though, something click in your mind? Only that you couldn't have picked a worse person to ask. Can't you just get her some sweets and call it there? Sweets, huh? We all eat them every so often on business trips though. Or during snack time at the office. Plus we probably have a cake ready the day off. Wouldn't a gift that sticks around longer be better? Beats me. Why don't you pick from the stuff you like then? Except auto parts ain't in her wheelhouse. How about the discount sauna tickets? If you want her to break down sobbing, maybe. The two continued to browse a while longer, but failed to find anything promising. It was then decided that they would search elsewhere for a suitable present. Oh, Bracer calling? Keep out her eye shut for a bit. Aye, aye. Evening, Van. You free to talk? Sure, what's up? You guys all make it to Basel? Just before sundown, yeah. I realized I'd forgotten something, though. The second we got here, that's what I'm calling about. Something? That better not be a rush delivery gig. Nah, it's more something I wanted to ask. Do you mind if we borrow your whole 4SPG stick? Huh? Whoops. No prob, knock yourselves out. I know this is coming out of nowhere, but wait, you're cool with it? I haven't even told you why yet. The why can stay off the record. Saves you the trouble of making up an excuse. Now that I'm not curious what the guild, or more accurately, what you and your pals need this for. I see. Well, thanks for understanding. In a nutshell, I want to use it to gain ourselves some footing. We'll make sure to pay you back later. Don't worry about it. Oh, and say hi to the rest of the crew for me. Right back at ya. Just trying to make a habit of skulking around at night with a miner in tow. See ya. Yeah, she caught on, and we've never met in person before. Well, we've probably gotten reports in on the Society's news members. Anyway, I'm sure I can trust her not to abuse the 4SPG system, but even boost my rep and cred. Like anyone's even counting. Shouldn't we be moving on already? Yeah, next up will be our last for the night. 3 on more.
Move it or lose it.
Whoa. 9 PM. Bustling, ain't it? There tends to be more people around this part of town in summertime. We'll find the bulletin board over yonder. Wanna see the famous Mishi show along the way? Or maybe we can catch a movie? Wait, not sure if I got any kids films playing this late at night. Hello, you're talking to a child assassin here. In case you forgot, I didn't exactly have what you'd call a normal upbringing. Whoops, yeah, I know, sorry. She says it, but I don't know. A little nudge and she might come around to the idea.
It's so... Not like I'm interested or anything, but they do sell merch of her, right?
Of course they do. I'll let you know where you can buy some later.
If you don't wipe that stupid smirk off your face, I'll do it for you.
Please, take your time. Welcome.
Never one to be left out. Mishy's little sister Michette is finally here to join him in the Republic.
A gift for Jorda.
Now,
Thank you very much.
everybody, let's make a wishy with Mishy.
Welcome to the Liberal Boutique.
A liberal boutique. Guess I never actually comped this place. A potential present, you mean? Is it time for round 2 then? Yeah, sorry to drag you along for it, but I could use your expert opinion again. Whatever. Some expensive looking rings and necklaces here. Accessories are a safe bet, right? Hard pass on the rings for obvious reasons. I already got a necklace for Elaine. Tableware? Specialty imports? Nah, that would be too souvenir-y. Obviously. What about something showier then? Like that model airship? It should reel me in, but her taste the more typical teenager whoa. At this price I could buy the whole jewelry section several times over. Carnelia, the Doll Knight? Must be novels published in the Kingdom. Definitely right up her alley, but chances are she's already read them. Never realized you're so bad at making decisions. It's more that this one's a stumper. Just ain't the same as shopping for a childhood friend. Like I'd know either way. Maybe hanging it up for the night? If her birthday's the same day as the rocket launch, you still got time. A little under half a week, for all that's worth. Guess rushing won't make it any easier though. What's up? Nothing really. It's just hard to see why it bent over backward just to give something to someone else. Sure, people say that's how birthdays are meant to be, but I don't exactly have a good frame of reference. Can't blame you for that. Anyway, what now? Wanna keep at it? Nah, I'll save this for next time. Sorry again for roping you along. You gave me a lot of good stuff to chew on though. Makes no difference to me. Hi, Rains.
I'm quite proud of what we have to offer.
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here you'll find Treon Tower, one of Edith's
We'll be
main
looking
landmarks.
forward to your next visit.
You'll also find the Vern Store, a movie theater, affordable clothing retail.
That's Mishi, right? That cross-battle mascot got strong-armed into a dirt cheap buyout? Strong-arming didn't really factor into it. Besides, that ain't Mishi at all. It's his little sister, Michette. She followed up Mishi's Calvadian debut with her own just recently. Oh yeah? I'm Michette. Thanks so much for coming, everybody. Are you ready to start our tummy-flipping, heart-pounding night show? I'm leaving my dimwit of a brother on the sideline so we can kick it up sharp and snappy instead of slow and sloppy. Now repeat after me. Let's dance and make a duet with Michette. A duet with Michette. That's some personality she got. The way she moves is disturbingly cutesy. Emphasis on disturbing. Is this really what people are into right now? I've got it on a certain Michelinite's authority, but reception's been positive. Sure, she did a few changes of course here in Calvert, but one way or another you can't help but warm up to them. Well, it's not that I hate the design per se. No way he meant for it to double as a jab against me though, right? She and I do fill the same family slot.
Attention all visitors. The tower's observation deck has been closed off to the public as of 9 p.m. for routine maintenance. We will resume our regular schedule of 9 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. tomorrow.
Shame. You enjoy high places, right? Figured you might from your Nemeth Island experience. Alright, still haven't forgotten how you tricked us back then, by the way. To answer your question, no, I'm not that fond of them. Ike's the one who's really... Well, it might not be your favorite thing ever, but you did seem to like it well enough for my wheel. You know, it's funny, between the two of you, you strike me more like the older one. Wow, for once we agree on something. That said, Ix does have his moments.
Look, it's fine. Just eat the damn thing. Fact is, you're out of gas and I'm not. In your state, you'll just get in my way.
Sometimes, every now and then, actually more like once in a blue moon, they surprise you. Not exactly the most stirring defense of your bro. Oh well, this is the last district I was planning to hit tonight. Let's go check the bulletin board. Okay. So, what do we have? There's nothing particular I want to see, but if you want to watch something that badly, I guess I can tag along.
Please keep all T-phones on silent and
Step right up.
Sure, watch a movie with Jorda.
Bravely Legends. Awakening of the Flame. I refuse to let
Mishy and
anyone
Boots?
die. Awaken! Order within me!
I don't want to watch Mishy in boots with Jorda. Sure, let's watch 23 Legends. Tale of Legend, we have watched it before. I get that it was made for kids, but the fighting scenes were all really tame. And even the scenes where people died, they glossed over a moment where it actually happened. Like, that's so stupid. But okay, I guess the parts where they fought with their powers were pretty alright. Even though I've got my own power I use in real life, for some reason I wasn't bored watching those bits. Well, I'm glad you got something out of it. I can understand the more sanitized depictions of death not really hitting for someone like you. But if you look past that, it was an enjoyable enough flick, yeah? I don't know if I'd go that far. Maybe I'd agree if the protagonist's burning sense of justice or whatever wasn't so cringy. She said that, but I'm pretty sure her eyes were glued to the screen the entire movie.
Step right up.
Thank you for your visit today. Screen 2
We can watch a movie with someone except
Please keep
Jorda.
all T-phones on silent and enjoy the film.
With Ren and Elaine, yeah? Is it the same movie as last time? Last game? No, 2 games ago. Connor's the young boy born to a very poor family. After working themselves to a bone and saving money for their beloved son, his parents take him on a trip to Crossbell. It was there that they bought him a plushie of the independent state's marvelous mascot, Mishy. Through some mysterious magic, the Mishy plush gained a mind of its own, allowing it to speak with Connor. Mishy's sole dream is to wear clothing and live like a normal human being. However, in order to achieve his dream, he must first grant a human's wish. Connor, more than happy to be the wish-bearer, promises to get Mishy a full set of clothes. Overjoyed, Mishy grants his wish without a second thought. In return, Connor gives Mishy a shirt, a pair of pants, and some spare socks. The last thing Mishy needed to become human was 2 long boots. But just as his dream was on the cusp of realization, Connor had a thought. A very selfish thought. It's kinda convenient to have Mishy around.
It worked just like you said! I won the Z1 car model from the sweepstakes! You're the best, Mishy!
What did I tell you, Connor? You're my bestest friend in the whole wide world. I'd do anything to see you smile. So how about getting me those marvelous boots now, huh? Then I can become a real human. We can go on walks and dance till the sun goes down.
Shut up. Just keep your mouth shut and grant me more wishes.
Yeah?
Oh, sorry, buddy. I don't know if my monthly allowance can cover the cost of those boots. Just wait a little longer, okay? Here, let me get you some socks to hold you over.
So you're breaking your promise. I understand now. You're nothing more than a greedy piece of trash who's trying to get a wishy at the expense of Mishy. Begone, worthless human. I'd make a much better one than you.
Huh? Hey! What are you... Stop it! I thought we were the bestest friends... Ah!
I saw this last year on opening day. If I'm being honest, I was mixed on the movie at the time. After this viewing, however, my opinion has changed. There are a number of dimensions and nuances to it that I hadn't noticed the first time. Oh yeah? The reason for that is simple. Mishy shows hadn't debuted here until after the film's original release. When you take into account the personality of a Mishi you can meet around Edith, it puts everything into perspective. To elaborate, try thinking of this as an introduction to Calvert's Mishi, with his distinctly sharp tongue and dry wit. By doing so, one can more easily fill the gaps in their mind between the new Mishi and the old one we all know and love. Simply put, the uncanniness of a new Mishi has been thoroughly untangled and brought closer to... Elaine? Oh, pardon me. To sum it up, the film acts as a bridge to the current image of Mishi. As such, the movie is deeply profound. That's all I meant to say. Okay, I think I get where you're coming from now. In any case, I'm glad it lived up to your lofty expectations of a long-time fan. I quite enjoy this new Mishi, though of course I still hold a fondness for the original. That's no surprise with you having ties to Crossbell. No doubt you ran into him there on more than one occasion. So it's interesting to me this version is to your liking too. Well, during that time where I frequented Crossbell, I thought Mishi's personality suited him well enough. Upon reflection, I think a Mishi with a hint of maliciousness feels more natural to me. Perhaps my sensibilities have changed since then? Well, if that's how you feel, then you're probably right. Definitely possible your tastes have changed a bit as you've gotten older. Still, I'm relieved. The fact the original felt more right to you back then, and this new one feels right to you now, it means that from then to now, you've been growing up like a normal girl would. You sound like some sort of doting father right now. It's strange to think. Back then, I tried as hard as I could to be different from what people would consider a normal girl. That's one aspect of myself that's changed significantly over the past several years. And I want to continue changing and growing as a person. To that end, I continue seeking out all manner of new experiences and perspectives. Sounds like a good plan. There's no stopping change, but you have more fun in your life if you find a way to enjoy changes as they come, including changes to your own tastes. Back to work. Good.
Welcome to the Treon
Shoot.
Mall.
Wrong way.
Here you'll find Treon Tower, one of Edith's major landmarks.
Shoot.
You'll also
Wrong
find
way.
the Vern Store,
What else is there?
a movie theater, affordable clothing retailers,
Shoot.
and
Wrong
other
way.
various boutiques to peruse.
I need to first
Whoops.
do
Never
the...
want to be left out. Mishi's little sister
Now
Michelle is
where?
finally here to join him in the Republic. Now, all together,
Search time.
everybody, let's make a wishy with Mishi.
Can I interest you in some space-themed merchandise?
Now where?
Mira deposit confirmed.
Welcome to the Treon Mall. Here you'll
Search
find
time.
Treon Tower, one of Edith's major landmarks. You'll also find the Vern Store, a movie theater, affordable clothing
Search time.
retailers, and other various boutiques to peruse. Never one to be.
Do I have a Grim portal for stations?
Let's roll, gang.
I don't see one.
Now
Maybe I should get
where?
an Orbital scooter too.
Let's do a search.
Search time.
Mankind now takes its first
Let's do a search.
frontier and toward a new future for Zemuria.
Always happy to visit my favorite horrible cafe.
Search time.
The rocket that'll take me to space is in a launch
lunch from right here at... More than 100
Let's
times
do a
the
search.
thrust and max speed of your average airship.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Search time.
Alright, note from editing, I shift a bit around. Next time in my recording was the Grimgarten. However, I want to pull the 2 connection events to this episode forward, and so we deal with that still in this episode. And we do the Grimgarten tomorrow. It's getting late, should probably look this over before long. Examining the bulletin board will advance the main story. This is what I feared. Okay. Then we had
Planner launched.
a gift for Jorda.
What are you scheming?
Langport's Eastern Theater is going to perform in a movie theater in the capital. Aaron said he'll be on stage and foisted tickets on me, but every day I get to see Aaron perform. Juan explained the situation to Jorda and they parted ways for the time being. After getting in touch with Aaron, he made his way to the movie theater. Yo, you came! You did invite me, you know. Agnes and the others should be here in a bit. Gotta say, I've been wondering how big a crowd you draw in the capital. I never expected you to sell the place out. Ha! Of course I did, I didn't skimp on advertising either. Got inspired by the 4 SPGs and had my friends spread some rumors. Then I threw some videos of my performances in Langport onto the Orbital net, keeping some things secret, of course. That would do it, Tick. It's a pretty striking performance, after all. Wait, keeping something secret, you mean like how you're a dude? It'll get a real buzz going afterwards, don't you think? Just watch, I'm gonna drop a bomb on all those folk before sending them packing. Oh boy. Yo, Aaron! Sid, Doc, you both made it, huh? Damn straight, you think I'm gonna pass up a chance to see you perform in the capital? I plan on enjoying my trip, so don't do anything crazy and up hurting yourself. Yeah, you don't have to worry about me. Oh, there it is. Yo, thanks for the tickets, bro. I'm so excited. There's going to be a show here of all places. I heard the leading ladies is smoking hot Eastern woman. Cannot wait to see her. Enjoy the show. It's been a while since I've seen a performance like this. I doubt you'd be as good as Yufa, but I'm willing to see what you're made of. Just you wait. I promise I'll show you a dance that's as good as the old ladies. Looks like everyone's finally gotten a turn with a man of the hour. Seems like you've had no trouble making friends here. I swear your social circle gets bigger every time I see you. I mean, I've been living in the capital for a while. This par for the course. If they'd all have been able to make it, my pals would have filled the place on their own. Putting your popularity aside, you're really going all in for this. The stage here doesn't seat as many as a theater in Langport, making this a relatively small audience, but you still stepped up for the lead role and even handled the marketing. Yeah, well, it's only natural to give each and every performance my all. Still, this event's kind of a perfect opportunity for me. I've made so many new friends here and forged bonds with people from all over. And so I've finally gotten them all together to show them something I'm really proud of. By doing this, I think I'll finally be able to figure some things out. Some things, huh? You mean what Zao said to you a few months back? I would gladly welcome you into the Lee family should you decide to join. Your first order of business, however, should be deciding what path you wish to follow. It's not like I've been mulling over what that jackass said this whole time. It's just, I know all too well that I'm still immature. I've lost a lot because of it. I've hurt a lot of people. So I do anything to get stronger, to grow up. If that's the path of a warrior or the way of a performer, I know they'll guide me toward being able to protect those I care about. Ah, well said. Ladies and gentlemen, the show will begin shortly. Please take your seats. Crap, got caught up in the conversation, but I get to have changed. Go on then, show me just how much you've grown since leaving Lungport. Leave it all on the stage. You ain't gonna tell me twice. You've already grown, kid. Strong enough to upstage with Tyrant even. Shortly thereafter, Agnes and the others arrived and took their seats before the performance began. A few minutes later, the curtain rose. Incredible. Damn, not bad at all. He's even better than he was when we saw him in Lungport. He improved his skills since when we performed together too. So that's how you play it. Aaron, it was you the whole time? Now. Yeah, let's go, Aaron! Hell yeah, that was incredible. That's our boy up there.
Never knew I could move like that. I can aim even higher.
I think he's figured some things out. Really, just how much more is he going to grow? I'd say he's one step closer to finishing your little assignment, wouldn't you?
It would be a problem if he wasn't. I expect great things from you, Aaron. And when that which lurks in the shadows comes to light, I hope you'll overcome your fate.
The curtain closed on a rousing success. And after congratulating Aaron with everyone else, Van left to meet back up with Jorda. Aaron can now use the S-Craft Romance of the Four Beastdoms. Okay.
Planner launched!
And turning point. I've got an appointment with the Grand Circle to give a report on a request I took on a month back. I got the time, so maybe I should head over. Come to think of it, the Grand Circuit's been showing some movies to the public too. In order to deliver a report about the finished request, Van made his way to the Grand Circuit. That's the gist of the settlement. I think you can safely say it's all finished. There's been no movement since I took the gig, so I don't think you've got anything to worry about. Thank goodness. Boy, you really saved my butt. I can finally take another shot at this. As for your award. No need. Consider this part of a package. No need to pay extra. More importantly, I never expected you'd try to race again at your age. Yeah, there's a lot to consider, and I know I won't be the same racer I was in my youth. But I didn't quit because I wanted to. I'd rather go out on my own terms. Then I'll be rooting for you, old man. Would you look at that? It's gotta be one of those trucks that shows movies. If you're lucky, you can catch one playing an old classic. Wait, isn't that... Yo, fancy meeting you here. You sure seem invested in this. Is this flick a favorite of yours?
Oh, hello, Van. Yes, actually. It happens to be one I'm very attached to. Since you're here, would you like to watch it with me over tea?
I knew this was Judith's breakout flick, but I never knew it was a film that got you interested in acting. I don't think I'll ever forget how I felt when I first watched it. I was with one of my Sunday school friends at the time, and it taught me so much about a whole other world I never knew about. No surprise, I guess, since it was a film that made Judith a household name overnight. Exactly, Judith's performance was just incredible. She was the whole reason I got sucked into the movie world. I can tell you really love it. Must have been a huge turning point for you, yeah? You just couldn't help but apply to the same agency as her after that, right? It wasn't on purpose exactly. My friend actually sent in an application to Judith's agency for me without telling me. I think she was just trying to do a nice thing, but then I actually got in. Damn, that's crazy. Didn't think that kind of thing actually happens. But hey, in the end you found the perfect career for you. I sure did. Not only do I get to work for the same agency as Judith, I also get so much undeserved praise. Walking this path still feels like a dream. You really never know where life will take you. Bonds really do form in the most unexpected of places. But while we're on the subject, was there really no pushback against you getting into entertainment? Oh, you mean from my family? Actually, they agreed surprisingly quickly. You really can be quite cruel. Asking me a question like that when you know full well what my circumstances are. Either way, it is true that my new career path went without any opposition, much to my surprise. Grandmother, that is, the woman who basically raised me and taught me everything I know.
Her Holiness the Pope and the Grossritter's commander call me the Eschaton Saint.
Wow, so that famous lady took her in, huh? And the commander is pretty well known in the underworld too. Is that so? And I guess I didn't have any issues with you becoming an actress? That's right, it was all just a big coincidence, but grandmother still gave me the push I needed. She told me that now was the time to express myself. To be honest, I didn't know what her words meant. What did giving myself to sudden opportunity and expressing myself have to do with who I was? When I think back on it, her words were like something someone said to me a long time ago. Use your own feelings to determine who you are. Even if you don't understand right now, don't give up on trying to find yourself, who it is you believe to be your true self. If it wasn't for those words, I never would have realized my love for acting or film. I didn't know you had such an inspiration. Based on how you're describing them, I take it they're not the scary commander lady I heard about before. The woman you're talking about is someone else who is still helping me out to this day. You're right, it isn't her. The person who found me was the one who told me those words. And he delivered them to me right when I got used to this world. This world, huh? Add that to the business of finding herself, and I'm starting to have questions. So you took all that motivation and ended up in acting, yeah? Yes, other than my duty, I came to believe that this was the only path for me. But in retrospect, I think there's a different reason that she said that to me, and that grandmother didn't oppose my decision. They pitied me for the limited amount of time I have to find out who I am, to find a place to call my own. They both want me to be able to do what I please, while I still have the chance. I've never met your granny or the person who found you, so I can't say for sure. But do you really think that's the reason they said that stuff? Huh? Maybe it ain't my place to say this, but it seems to me like if those people are your family, then wouldn't it be more likely that they just wanted to support their daughter's dream? I understand what you're saying, but I have a duty I must fulfill. Look at it this way then. You're a professional actress. Did they seem like they were acting to you? No. Then there's your answer.
Maybe I am a bit of a bad daughter, but I'm glad that I realized this in the end. Van?
Yeah?
Thank you. Thank you for helping me see something I'd missed all this time.
Think nothing of it. I'm just glad me being nosy actually did some good. Ah crap, the movie ended while we were talking. How unfortunate, we were so caught up in our conversation that we didn't even notice. I suppose it's time I take my leave. But first I want to thank you once again for accompanying me tonight. No skin off my back, it's not like I did anything. I just feel a connection to you, like we can understand each other. Nina? I'm looking forward to the full Gloria performance. Good. I do everything I can to make it one to remember. Well, I suspect I get a chance to show you something before then. Huh? Whoops, I shouldn't have let that slip. Pretend I didn't say anything. How can I after that bombshell? After parting ways with Nina, Van left the Grand Circuit. And after meeting back up with Jorda, returned to his night patrol.
How strange. I find I love this world all the more now. Now that it has Judith, grandmother, and everyone else in it. This world that you loved so much and tried so hard to protect. Rufina.
The Fifth has departed for the ruined town. I believe we will acquire all evidence needed to pass judgment before the fated hour comes.
Understood. Then once the Dominions have assembled, I will render my sentence. So that I can prevent this world and the people I care about from being undermined any longer.
Okay. I'm being a bit flabbergasted. Those were both very interesting events.
What's next?
I'm very interested also when I would get Aaron's S-Craft if I didn't watch this event. I think just out of the context of where we are right now,
What's next?
I would prefer to
thanks.
take Aaron's. Aaron can now use the S-Craft Romance of the Four Beastoms. Power X plus. What is X in this context?
Getting this choreo down pat.
What's next?
Do you have anything else to do right now? Looking at the time, I probably add this to a previous episode. And not the Grim Garden, the one before probably.
You'll also find the
So,
Vern Store, a movie theater,
and next time we,
and other various
well,
boutiques to peruse.
in the following episode after this, we actually take the talking rounds, talking to all the NPCs around. And the next time, then, amaze and don't get lost.